I got in touch with a couple other veterans who I knew were mountain movers and kind of doers like myself. They knew the speed I usually move in when it comes down to objectives. And we ran across a neurosurgeon. And a neurosurgeon about 10 years ago was having issues with infection when implanting hardware devices around the spine and around the brain. So the usual magic number rate for them is 3%. You got to stay under 3% or else you have sanctions, etc. So he started messing around with his chemistry strat and came up with a solution for wound protection that reduced his infections down to effectively zero. So he came up with a solution that has a completely different process than usual sanitizers, where it has a mechanical kill process but goes into the inner membrane and creates a protective shield over that wound surface. The protective shield in his case lasted about 5,000 times longer than a traditional wound product. This was about 10 years ago. A year or two later, he realized that he wanted the same kind of protection to be applied to his overall, not just the wound, but to his entire opera. So he realized that he could extend that same unique breakthrough he had on the chemistry side to apply to his entire opera. And it became a disinfectant as a second use case. And the disinfectant's main differentiator is this: you spray it all over a room to not let anything else get through or even touch or stick to it. Permanent, meaning that if you had it in the corner of a museum in an area that no one in the world ever touched, it would last permanently, forever. And that's tested and backed up by FDA, EPA. Real life use case is human abrasion, of course, can wipe it off. So the real use case is approximately 30 days shield in a high traffic area. So you talk about the Starbucks. You spray this once all over, it kills anything that was there, and it protects for approximately 30 days overall. Simple sprayer, takes a few seconds to spray, dries almost immediately. Because it's been around for that long, and to step back to that point, to 10 years, he gave it to about 10 other surgeons he works with. They've all used it now for 10 years, only to disinfect their op rooms and the wound care. About only 3 weeks ago, he goes, hey, some of my friends who own manufacturing facilities, own nursing rooms, are like, hey, what about your thing? We kind of need it. He didn't know where to go. I understood the opportunity. I didn't realize how rare his compound was. So we developed a company almost overnight to function as the business and marketing arm of awareness, to rebrand, disinfect, and shield. And since then, we've had our door beaten down internationally. We've had PR companies, had mixologists from Johns Hopkins and MIT. We've had all kinds of I'm the biggest doctor in the world type people on the phone saying their mouth is still open. This is unreal. They're working on it right now. So that's kind of the base product we have. Is that, once again, it's disinfectant shield, kills everything on touch, not a chemical kill. There's no alcohol in it. From what I've heard from everyone we spoke to and about 230 other products tested, is this is the clear objective winner when it comes down to disinfectant and corona.